Still reading from October 10/10, and part of it was I saw a prompt, like a notification that somebody was buying some coin named Seed, and that prompted me and reminded me that I had written about the potential and possibility of funding seeds and not guns. And so, anyway, I'll read from 10:10 because they're the different while ago, but it's all been, now it's weird, so. 10:10, October 10th, 2025 at 11:20 a.m. The horrible lines. A reminder every time you get into clean the grout and too big of gap scream. This was done poorly and his standards were lower, much lower than yours. Let it go, focus on the heavier things, your shoulders and the hot steam, the hot water heater. It's fine. You are fine. The lines are not. When something requires your eyes to close as you stand getting in and out until you are numb to the fact that you are living with and within compromise, it's fascinating how far that can stretch. For a people, a person, a policy, generations. What happens when the breakthrough, the aha, eureka moments happen? Jumps, turns the shower off, plans the remodel, maps the relaying of the tiles if only in her mind. Be kind should be above, below, beside, behind. In front. Preposition, preposition, Schoolhouse Rock, singing in the shower. Teachers, curriculums, collaboration, the filters, the functions, sorting out the trash, dumpster diving, roaches, and immunity, scarcity-minded community. I saw and watched as humans became illiterate to some common languages, shorthand and Morse code, cursive and humor. I saw that with the rise of social media and memes, GIFs and videos, that if you wanted to convey a message, it was moving pictures. And when we taught computers emotion, watching emojis, a new channel was created and speed this processing up, spilling into imagination, options, and dreams. Humans are not evil. When out of alignment of whole health, the influence can be damaging. Multiple angles and considerations must be taken to rebuild more than a 2D world. This. And my computer, or my ghost in my computer, started typing coal, coal, coal. COKE is flat. Inject bubbles. CO2? Carbonation? Carbonation. The Coke has finally fizzled out. It should be like a holiday. Aaron's thing, these surgeries, treats, not something you let the kids guzzle down so some company can later make bank when the kids need some drug to help their perfect bodies broken down, live a longer life, to stretch a dime, stock stacked higher. Pay attention, Mario Nation. Attention. A capital T, tension. He always hoped that someone would love him in a professional capacity, see him and see what he brings. He was increasingly alone, and if someone had designed a job for him, he would have not put it into this position. That's the ideal. How difficult it has been for him to feel connected to his days because of the poverty and the pressure and the risk-taking he's been spread too thin. It's taken a while to see that we were both looking to be reconnected and that we've come to the edge of hope many times, but many things have been unrealized. We were low-income people, not middle-low, and the idea that we even got an education was a stretch from the class that we came from. He believes we are in a place together. Place to gather what we have learned. And take two, if you need to. Too many fear that twice is a mirror. Take it if you can share with more. Quadruple the expansion of the core. Sometimes the center is mixed, ignored, pinpoint pain. Today, he woke up and was dreaming beyond what has been. He talks about Oxford. It's been ages. says, couldn't we go and mentor? NPR speaking on negotiate occupation, very short-term viewpoints, obvious logic, but there's always been more here. Time are aligned. Imagine a world where the funds no longer fund weapons but seeds, and the region is collectively rebuilt as an offer of peace and love, to mend the destruction, to demonstrate what is possible, to prove that we can, to guide our world's children, to show that power, control, and manipulation is outdated, dysfunctioning arm that is being replaced with the best practices for caring for humans. Rebar. If doing accounting for the sake of the federal government takes me or men my lifetime, I'll take my time looking at what I consider priority in the moment. If the need is so great and this fear is merited, the system is outdated. I'll continue to move in the direction of paying my debts, but no, many things demand my love. I want to contribute, but when I look around, I don't see much I want to contribute at this time. The leadership has gone astray from the values I hold. I hope that there will be a new beginning, a softer, spider kind, one that supports the known truth of how to thrive. Thrice. 3 cycles, it seems, I've seen. Today I was bothered that Josh's photo was missing. The puzzle of Gaza and Tesla. Don't drive a Tesla, he said. Not Josh. The guy's with a dog. Kyle and the Q last name. Geez, he was using that for a while before it was a thing, circa 2010? Is he dead? Been dead for a while? Arabic words, often we would swap phonetic letters, seemed common and normal. Then the Q conspiracy spread. A cloak? Bilafia, acids, birds sing songs. I would not have thought myself here. Picturesque moment, my neighbor, an oil painter, the clouds, and willow tree, a dream, seam, fabric. What's real? Heroes? Threats? War? Simple? Complex? My cat named Maybe? My screen name, what does it mean? Bieguefane. I'm not spelling it right. Hard drives and memory paths. Some broad circle, my digital walk, my network, bots. My confessions in the wild fit throne. Many people are screaming and often a few directions. I'm curious, what's average? How many people spin in multiple directions? Ice cream, truck and music, DoorDash, Pokemon, Honey Bear, Father John Kisty Misty? My cat climbs my lap. She's doing something with the energy? Odd behavior for her. Unmoving purposefully, holding still, tucked legs and tight claws. My son opens the side door and redirects her. $25, 9 a.m. I have to write this with my current understanding and imagination. After all the shit we have all been through, there was finally a mapping and breakthrough of hive mind and thought, as well as those who deviate, queens. Always there, but for some time, there was another force swarming, spamming, overwhelming yet protecting the intelligent work that she does. The story of the queen bee has not been told from all the angles of the hexagon, is it? How many shapes does that contain? Circly square, squarely circle. Goodness, the beauty of the math all the way down. Stolen, dying, drips. Imagine the divine, seminal. Oh God, sign, sigh. Good scene, science. Sean, play dead. It's inside. Yeah, if I were to imagine quantum mechanics and physics, I think of the Gungers, and the skunk that night. Everyone thought it was weed. They were smiling. Everyone thought it was weed they were smelling, but it was really a freaking skunk, and I knew it. I'm from the South, y'all. The thing came right out and flaunted its tail. They all got weird because they needed more. POC, POV, friends. And they never invited us in. But that T-shirt got all that I got at the Goose Festival. Dang, what was the name? Marianne Williamson spoke. She was something else. I felt like I was living in the 60s, like a mythical time I'd only heard of and dreamed, framed. It's all wild, just heard a loud pop, blast. I wore her shirt, the pink one, to the zoo. I parted the Red Sea walking around. With my husband and kids, everyone's eyes avoided us. I couldn't understand why, oblivious. The night before we woke up at 3 a.m. to sirens, the hotel was on fire. We ran them in the car, but realized that we had left the keys and my son's glasses. My husband ran back in. He grabs everything. I had only left with my God came into the world through the vulva, pink shirt, no pants. He saved us and we drove to the zoo. Once we arrived, I threw on shorts and we surprised the kids with a grand memory. They don't remember that fire. It was easier to the divine gambles. Play desecrated is not her game. Quantum mechanics, in my experience, is a lightened T alignment and counterbalance and a central void, giving options to everything. Viewing this, we might first fear destruction, but remembering singularity, every moment can be seen fluid. I don't know how be given glasses to the exploitation of me, but in reality, it's all maybe this was someone's gamble or prediction, and maybe it was good. Had to collect the counter, but this is only a scene, something tossed out to the sea, right? Baby, row your boat, 3. The way I map myself, 4. 2026, 2025, 2 black holes. Entanglement, I mean like a parasite or a bad habit, like a stuck idea. Entanglement, like a chemical reaction mix, this and that, equal parts, question theory, lab produced. Molecular level struggle counterbalance measures, amazingly timely poems of space and time and dying earth, silent, brilliant eyes, light. Just a concept to explore on the dance floor. Free peach spray, speech galore, the check and the bill on this string dying hill. Odd/being 2015, small. Same old thing. Observation, create, go slow, wise. Wait for growth, do the figures. Let it go. Hope for each day to be good. Monroe Barks.